Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now in the world of boxing, we're starting to get a few good fights, but the only other big thing that's going on, beside all the good fights we're getting of late, is the Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney saga. Uh, you know, we're hearing things every day. But at the end of the day, it's a BTBG thing. I think a lot of things would have happened a lot quicker. Let's say if Ryan Garcia would have cheated against Lomachenko. So you guys know where I'm going with that. I think we would probably be a lot further, right? But he cheated Devin Haney. And a lot of people are, happy that Devin Haney lost. And because of this is why it's taking so long to get an answer. And the public opinion is like 50-50. I can give you an example of something in politics real quick. About 3 weeks ago, they were, in the Supreme Court was debating about blanket immunity for the president, meaning the president could do anything, including killing somebody, a political opponent, if they deemed it, if they required it and deemed it necessary. That would mean the president could do whatever he wants. So that's our Supreme Court arguing back and forth about that in a democracy, in the democracy of America. Now, you would think banking and woo, we got somebody who would do what they want and never, be held accountable ever on American soil, even the president. Who cares? Hell no, we can't have that, right? They were really going back and forth about it, like it's a thing, right? And so nobody came with the argument because, see, my point is, one side that's kind of evil and devious, they count on you not being that. They count on it because what they're talking about is Trump having immunity, right? That's what they're talking about, but not thinking, oh, well, we have a president right now that has 8 months to act a damn fool then. He thinks his opponent is dangerous to the democracy. So would he be able to take him out? Is that what you guys are arguing about right now? Right? No one came up with that argument because no one thinks like that. But that's how far they would go. You're basically saying blanket immunity. So they should be careful, but they don't have to because one side is thinking, normal. No one's trying to do anything illegal or something like that. And the other side don't give a damn. So I know that's an extreme, example, but that's what we're talking about here. And when it comes to Ryan Garcia, he understands what BTBG is. That's why he's coming out and he's doing these ridiculous things. Now, according to the lawyer of Amir Khan, who was also banned, I think a year because of Osterine, but he was retired. It was his last fight after his last fight with Kell Brook. His lawyer, a guy named Richardson, has come out and said Ryan Garcia is going to probably get a long suspension. And it's not only because of the levels of Osterine in his system, it's because of what he's doing when he's coming out with different things, with loopholes in these things. And people are just latching on to these things, right? Like the hair follicle test. After you were tested, a day before or on the day, right, of the fight, your A sample and B sample came back. You go, 17 to 20 days later, and you send your hair follicles to somewhere, not VADA or anywhere that's important, to your own place. That's wrong right there. You shouldn't have done that. First of all, as soon as you got a positive test, maybe you should have went to VADA and said, hey, take some hair out right now from me. No one knows if it's his hair. No one knows, where he did that, if that's, recognized place. So then you send supplements in, right? Supplements to your own place, not to VADA, again, to your own place, and they're unsealed supplements, right? So the hair follicle test comes back negative, right? But you're sending in supplements where the supplements are supposed to be spiked with Osterine. So what is it? You had it in your system or you didn't have it in your system. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that you're insulting the intelligence of VADA and the New York State Athletic Commission. You're insulting their intelligence. And I think, it would piss them off, to put it quite blunt. It's like this dude is, just rogue. And then you put on top of that, there's no apology. There's no open apology to just the sport and the fans. There's no apology to Devin Haney, running around acting like he's going to fight different people, like he's not going to be suspended, like the suspension's not looming. So there's no remorse there. When you have all those things, right, then you better hope you got somebody on there like our Supreme Court justices that are just corrupt right now. You better hope, because if you have some decent people, they're going to want you to pay because of your behavior, because he's not understanding the gravity of this. Not to mention that, you had 60 times the allowed level of ostarine in your system on fight night. That should have warranted an apology from him and his team and his parents, for crying out loud, his parents, right? So none of that is happening. So there has to be something where you think about it. And so, unfortunately, for people, I don't know if you're Ryan Garcia fans or you're just Devin Haney haters. I don't know how a young man got so many haters so young, but whatever. Whatever you are, let's try to meet at justice. You know what I'm saying? That's what my point is. That's why I'm so disappointed in my country. It's East and West America. But if you want it to be one America, the rule of law and our justice system and stuff like that, that's where we have to meet. The Constitution. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have the Bible, there's a lot of stuff going on. You have the commandments, so people can go mess up a little bit here or there. Everybody's a sinner, right? But you got these commandments, so we can meet there, kind of, so everybody can not act a damn fool. That's what the rule of law is. If not, you're going to have anarchy. So we should always kind of meet there. So with this boxing thing, I don't have to be coming on with BTBG hats. That's how I see it. This is an open and shut case, right? If the man, all the leg you have to stand on right now, if you want some exoneration from Ryan Garcia, is he didn't take it intentionally. But with all these antics, sending the unsealed stuff in, coming 20 days later with hair follicles, why didn't you do that a day after? All of those things, anybody can see. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, even me, with shades on. So at the end of the day, yeah, I agree with this Richardson. I think Ryan Garcia is probably going to get a lengthy suspension. And at this point right now, that's what he deserves. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.